Last night, I was having dinner with President Bill Clinton. Can't seem to believe it. So I asked him this question. Bill, as a successful ex-president of the United States, I'm going to ask you a personal question. And I want you to answer me in your personal capacity. I told him, I want your advice. What would you advise me to deliver my 9th project for the Toastmaster Club project? So he told me, Ibrahim, people have their preferences, in receiving information. So you need to make it simple, logical, and to the point. Ladies and gentlemen, a very pleasant evening to you, to all of you again. My name is Ibrahim, and I'm going to present the 9th project. It's called The Art of Possible. The Art of Possible actually is, I'm going to speak about a business acumen. He was a very successful CEO. He was appointed to assume the responsibility of nearly bankrupted airlines. It's called SAS, which is short for the Scandinavian Airline Systems. And he came to this role. It was very challenging. The cost of the fuel was very high. The competition from European airlines and American airlines was very high. And he wanted to succeed with the company, deliver a strategy to be understood by 20,000 employees. Just imagine the kind of challenge. Yeah, I'm sure no one would like to be in his shoes to run this kind of company. I was promised not to see the notes, but I'm just fixing the paper. So he developed a strategy. He called one of the big 4 companies, either McKinsey or Ernst & Young, to come and develop a strategy. And they sign a contract. They give him a big Bible of a strategy and tell him, this is the strategy, this is what you need to do to succeed with this company. He waited a moment, and he looked at the staff, he looked at the competition, he looked at the outside forces. So he decided to return the whole Bible to the consultant again and ask him, he told the consultant literally, I need a strategy of 1 page with a cartoon drawings that can be understood by flight line technicians, by receptionists, by a call center agent. That's what he needs. So he doesn't need the fancy words with charts and all of this stuff to be given to them. So literally that's what he has done. In doing so, he designed the A4 size, and each page has a cartoon drawing. It's a very interesting drawing. It's something like this. Seriously. And this one is, I'm sure my English colleagues would recognize it. These are the American competitors for you, and the other one is the European competitors for this airline. So this is what he wanted to tell his staff about the kind of competition, because the Americans they have this punctuality of airline, and the European one, they have the luxury, cost-efficient airlines. So he couldn't compete. So this is how he tried to explain this. In another way, he put another story to them by a man who's jogging, and that's what he wanted to tell them. He wanted to tell them we need to be efficient, but how? That was the difficulty of it. And doing so, in the other 2 pages drawing, he drew something like this. And because they know the problem, they have so many aircrafts, very difficult to maintain, very expensive spare parts. Some of them, they're not even profitable. Some of them designed for tourists, which is, again, not profitable. So he decided to cut out some of the aircrafts and limit it to 4 or 5 types only. He renovated all the seats, so if you buy an economy class, you will get a business class. So this is surprising. So that's what he wants. He focused on the customer, he wants to get the reputation, and this is what he has done. So that was the first step. The second one is developing the check-in kiosks. So if you are a fast-track traveler, and you have only your handbag, what they will do, they will escort you immediately to the aircraft, and they will give you a fast track to pass the customs, the immigration, and all of this hassle. So this is what you need if you want to travel without hassle. Just use SAS. So this is one of the other strategy that he wanted. And the other one, and the last one, is to cut the cost or increase the revenue by 2%. So literally, he designed a page with only 2%. But how he was going to do it? 2% resembles in the Ernst & Young terminology, which is an earning of 30 million US dollars per year. But this was very irrelevant to the staff. They couldn't understand it. It was very difficult even to comprehend because they don't care about strategy. So having and implementing the responsibility, the duty of care in each one of the staff, this is how they do it. So you have to respond according to your profession, to be punctual, at least to show up in time, and not to be like a Saudi, you know, to show up very late. This is how they avoided and succeeded. And he concluded that by having a very strong statement. He said, it works to convince the staff that you are taking the company is worth everyone's time and effort. And with this item, I come to conclude my presentation. Thank you very much, and back to you, Mr.